Alright, hey guys, it's me again. I still have a cold, but I want to thank you guys for sending me all those get well wishes. I very much appreciate that. But I thought I should make a video today on the brand new Vitrica, which you get for defeating this season's nightwave boss. And honestly, it's a really powerful weapon. You don't need to do any like farming for parts or anything like that. It's very, very cheap to craft. Very, very solid weapon, and it has unique functionality. So if you block and do any aerial attack, whether that be air attack or like an aerial slide while blocking, you'll shoot out a projectile that glasses enemies, it CCs them. But if you hit them with a slam attack, that glass will explode and the explosion will deal a slash proc. And the heavy slam is more powerful. And you can even make your own build out of that, and I'll show you that a little bit later. But right now, let's just take a look at comparing it to heavy blades. So we look at the Grand Prime. For the most part, it's just better in almost every way, except for crit chance and crit damage. But actually, I think I have steel charge affecting the base damage numbers. So let's bring that back up again. 33 more base damage. It's a little bit faster. It's got a better blocking angle. It even has better combo duration. So I guess D was like, well, the Zorus is OP having infinite combo duration, but instead of just doing that again, they decided to just give us a weapon with double combo duration. So instead of having 5 seconds of combo duration, it has 10, which means this would make a pretty good stat stick as well. So here's my standard hybrid build. I'm running Corrosive Heat. You can run Vara or Electric too. Both work pretty well. And I'm using Tempo Royale. Even though this has like lift in the combos, I've been experimenting with the heavy blade stances, and all of them are actually really good. Though Rending Crane is slept on right now. It's actually like the best in slot stance for the Paracesis for killing sentients. But I'm just using Tempo Royale because I mostly feel like it against your normal array of heavy gunners here. So spawning 20 of them, and the Corrupted have a really weird AI this patch for some reason. Like they all just like backpedal or sidestep like all the time. So they're gonna be a little spread out. But we're at 12 times combo now, and we're doing lots of damage. Especially if we get the headshot with the main E spam combo on Tempo Royale. You can also just spam the movement. What is it called? Gap closer combo, and you get really good damage that way too, despite it having lift. As you can see. And on top of that, the slam also shoots the wave that I was talking about earlier. Though the wave does not do any real damage unless you glass the enemy, so it's not really worth worrying about. But it is a very powerful, I didn't mean to grab that, but very, very powerful great sword. Now I'm going to go back to Valkyr and show you the glass function. So, show these enemies again. I'm going to air burst them together. Do an aerial attack. Oh, I missed. There we go. Now that they're all glassed, now they're going to explode, and the explosion will do slash procs. But the enemy that's glassed cannot take their own explosion slash proc, if that makes sense. So this does not work at all single target. As I'm going to show you right now, it only works in like groups of 3+, basically. So I'm going to glass the enemy and hit him with the explosion. I actually did get a slash proc there, but it's not guaranteed. So show you again. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Glassed, and then you see it proc fire this time. So it's not guaranteed. You'll have a much better chance if you do this in a group of enemies. So like a group of 3 or 4. The more the better. Oop. Keep pressing the wrong button. But I'm just trying to block, and instead it just does slams. But yeah, you see there's only one slash proc there. Would have been better if the other heavy gunner didn't sidestep there. But you can make a build around this, and we're going to go for a heavy attack build. And instead of having a extra crit damage mod here, we're going to have attack speed. And the reason we want attack speed is because without attack speed. So let me actually take this off. So without attack speed, right, it throws these out really, really slow, and it's really awkward to do these and follow up. So you're definitely going to want attack speed, even though I do have Explode Strike in here. Now what we're going to do is spawn back those heavy gunners again. I'm going to use air bursts to group them back up. Oh. Alright, so they're all glassed. And big damage, as you guys can see. Killed a lot of them. How many are left? So that guy's on like 1 health. So there are 5 enemies left. That killed 15 of them. Right? I could have gotten more if my airburst range was any better on Valkyr, but it's not. But yeah, that's really powerful. You could probably do this even better with, say, something like Ensnare, though Ensnare takes a while. But yeah, this is a really good weapon that you should consider. And even if you're not going to use it as a actual melee weapon, that's either going to do big AoE damage or just straight up a good upfront damage, then you should go ahead and give it a try as a stat stick, since it does have 10 seconds of combo duration instead of 5. So if we were to like stat combo duration, so body count, we get 12 seconds, so we have 22 seconds with just body count, right? And 20 seconds with just drifting contact. And that could be really good for characters like Ashe or Korra or whatnot. And if I have all the combo duration mods, I have 38 seconds of combo duration. That's a lot. That's a lot of duration. You might not even need like Narmon if you're going to build combo duration directly on the weapon itself. But even then, even with Narmon, it's going to be even better. So yeah, give this weapon a try. You're going to like it. It's very cheap to craft. It's not very like strenuous at all. It's very powerful considering how cheap it is. But anyway, guys, that's all for me. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.